Hey friends, just wanted to touch base with you about how to melt proof your makeup. So as you can see, I'm sitting here outside my house in front of one of my brand new windows. I'm kind of excited about those. And you can kind of see by the status of my hair right at the moment that I am a girl who is definitely attacked by the humidity in Missouri. And so I've learned to live with it, and I've learned to work around it. And so I'm going to show you a little bit of a few products from Mary Kay that I use to kind of melt proof my makeup. Now, because I am a Missouri girl and I get freckles very easily in the sun, I always start off with an SPF during the day. And so for over 20 years now, probably closer to 20, well, a little over 25 years now, I've been using the Mary Kay Timewise 3D. It was something else beforehand, but we always had a SPF 30 sunscreen in our day cream or for the daytime. And so I've been using a sunscreen SPF 30 for about 25 years now, and I've noticed big improvements on how much my skin freckles and the way it feels. And so if you don't currently have a sunscreen that you love with the moisturizer or without, just let me know. I'd be glad to show you this product, have you try it and see if it's compatible with your skin. We have both combination to oily and normal to dry SPFs or day creams in our Timewise system, and both are wonderful. We even have a Timewise repair system that has SPF 30, and it has just a little bit more moisture. If you're someone who tends to be dry all the time now, not just seasonally, then you might want to check that out as well. So I'm coming from you outside, obviously, and as you can see, I've kind of got a little shine. I did put on my SPF. This is for normal to dry skin. I find that I like this formulation just a little bit better in the summertime. I use the repair system in the wintertime. It's got a little bit extra moisture and helps from that photo aging that happens when you're driving your car or you're outside for long periods of time. So this product I put on first. Now, I wouldn't necessarily do it in this order, but the next product I'm going to show you is just going to kind of cut down on the shine where I tend to get it in the T-zone. So let me show you this product really quickly. It's called Oil Mattifier. It is a 6.6 fluid ounces, and what I'm going to show you is kind of amazing. This is great for oily skin, but it works on all skin types. So feel free to utilize this. But if you tend to be an oily skinned girl and you really struggle in the summertime with keeping your makeup on, this might be your savior. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply just let me see if I can get myself in the camera here. Sorry. Like a rice size amount. I mean, it's just a tiny, tiny amount. You do not need a lot of this product. One of the great things about this product as well is that you can tap it on, you can rub it on. I think tapping it probably is best with our oil-free products that are supposed to absorb oil, so go ahead and pat that on. I tend to get really greasy right through here and on my forehead. So today, I use that product, and look, I'm not nearly as shiny as I was just 3 seconds ago. I love this product. You can apply this even over your makeup in the summertime. So this product is something you can throw in your, you can have one at your sink, and then you can have one in your purse. And so if you happen to be, and I know I'm not doing this in May, but if you happen to be at an outdoor graduation or outdoor party, like a summer barbecue or something like that, or pool party, or a wedding, this product is worth its weight in gold. It is amazing. So definitely recommend this. I think it sells for $20. So it's not a huge expense, and it is wonderful. The next product I'm going to be using, which I probably should have used this, I don't know. Anyway, I'll get down, I'll research what steps to take in what ways, if you put the oil mattifier on first or the oil mattifier on last. But I'll look through that before I and post that in the comments. The next product I have is our our foundation primer, and this is going to keep your primer on. It's going to smooth your face. So any place you have large pores or maybe some scarring, this is going to kind of fill in the divots. And again, you're going to use just not even a pea size amount, like a bead size amount. It's a very small amount, and I just take it and I use it between these 3 fingers, and then I concentrate it in my T-zone. Okay. All right, so now my face is prepared for foundation. Now, as you can see, the years, even though I don't have a lot of freckles, I do have some discoloration in my cheeks, and sometimes I like to hide dark circles if I have those that are popping up. And so the first thing I do is I come in with our under eye corrector, and I kind of work down some of the redness, the ruddiness that is excess in my cheeks. And I come in here with a little bit. Now, if you are, this is great for all skin types. Doesn't have to just be someone who is got this color skin, like ivory skin. It's great for all skin types. It works on all skin types to get rid of the dark blue and red in your skin. And so it's going to appear a little peachy or a little yellowish, and so it's not meant to blend in, it's to color correct. And so if you have those dark circles and you want to color correct, this concealer is great, and I'm just pushing it in with my fingertip. You can also use a brush, or you can also use a sponge to press this in, but I find just pressing it in with my fingertips and kind of blending it a little bit. And I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. I am outside, so I can't see quite as good as I do with on camera here. So let me pull up my, this is better. Pull up my compact here so I can see a little bit better. Okay. So, and then around my eyes, since it's kind of hard to get in there, that's good. Oh, and I have this one little blemish there, so I'll get that. But sometimes, like around my eyes, it's hard to get my fingertips in there. And 2, your fingertips are your oiliest tool. So feel free to utilize a brush. Sorry, my brush is not super clean, right? It has been recently, so I don't worry about that so much. But what I do is I just press around the edges, so that way it is... So that way it kind of blends in a little bit better. Okay, so now I've just done all this color correcting. I'm going to do a little more here in specific spots. Oh, there we go. And it is hot outside, so of course it's July 3rd, 2023, and we are experiencing kind of a heat wave. Luckily, we've had some rain, so I'm really enjoying that. I'm enjoying the fact that I don't have to water a lot right now. But yes, so that looks good. Now, I don't want to lose this, what I just put on. So I want to make sure it stays where it's at. And so what I'm going to do, even though I put on the primer, and it will stay, I don't want my sponge or my brush from my foundation to pick it back up. and displace it. So I'm going to come in with our makeup finishing spray, and I am going to layer with my makeup finishing spray. So that's the makeup finishing spray, and it is going to set that concealer for me. And so I'm going to let that sit for just a few seconds, and then I'm going to come back with my makeup sponge. And again, my makeup sponge has been clean within the last couple weeks, or last week or so, so it may not appear to be so clean. This sponge, I tell you, I was a little bit worried about the Mary Kay sponge, makeup sponge being a little pricey. They sell for $12, but I probably had this puppy for 3 years, and I don't think anybody's had, if you bought a sponge at Walmart, I don't think they last for 3 years, and it surely doesn't last all my Dawn dishwashing soap cleanings as well. And that, I tell you, those take about 3 minutes to do, maybe 5, but if you let it get really dirty, but it works like a charm. And so I put quite a bit of foundation on this. You do not have to use this much foundation. Sometimes I get a little heavy-handed, but your foundation should go a very long ways. It should last you about 6 to 8 months, depending on how often you use it. I use mine every day, so mine's closer to 6 months. So I can purchase one, and it can get me through most of the season without me having to purchase another one. So if your foundation is not lasting you 6 months and it's going a lot faster, or if you're having to use a lot of it, come see me, because it could be that you just need better skincare because you're trying to cover over too much stuff. Okay, I think I'm well done here. Let me check it in the mirror. Oh wow, it does seem to like change the color of your face, but I'm seeing some, you know, it's fun to come outside and do your makeup for you just get, this is probably the best I've seen my face in several months. I've been without makeup mirrors, or without bathroom mirrors for probably 3 months now. I'm in the middle of a remodel, and not having a mirror for a while has been rough. So anyway, again, I've just got that little, okay, I think it's pretty well blended. Now what you're going to notice is when I first put it on, it was a little light, and it probably seemed a little light to you as well. But let's watch. It's going to become my color. It's kind of a color match system. And so this is the time I usually take to do my brows real quick. And so I just fill in sparse spaces. I give them tails because, you know, I'm of the age where my brows no longer have a tail. And so I just come in. I tend to use the dark brunette. I've always liked the dark brunette. I feel like that's the undertone in my hair color. If you tend to like more reds, I can definitely color match eyebrow pencils for you if you're interested in that. And for eyebrows, I always go with from the corner of the inside corner of the eye to the nose. So like right there. This is where I'll take it. Left a little there. And I just fill in real quick. Doesn't take a whole lot of time. Remember that they are sisters. They are not twins. So they are not going to match perfectly from one side to the other, no matter how many hairs you pluck. And don't get into that battle. I can tell you, my OCD has gotten the best of me at times with that. So you don't want to worry about them being exactly the same. You just want them to be similar. So they're sisters, not twins. And my sister would tell you we are not. She and I are not twins. We may look a lot alike, but there's differences. So the next product I'm going to place on is my powder. So now that my foundation's kind of set a little bit, I'm going to come in with a little bit. And today, sometimes I use the silky setting powder. Today I'm coming in with the translucent powder. We have both. They are both finely milled and beautiful. They do not cake or make you seem cakey. So I love this. Translucent's great because it actually shimmers a little bit, so you can actually use this to set underneath your eyes to give you a little more highlight under the eyes. If you like that look, you can apply it heavier in certain spots. Like you can, I think they called it baking your makeup, where you put it in the T-zone and just let it sit for a while so that it once it's kind of sat for a bit, then it is easy to blend without blending off your face, and it will allow you to have even more of a shimmer underneath your eye area. You may have seen that time or two. I forgot my eyebrow brush, but I do have a really great little eyebrow brush, and I will hit those a little bit later because I like to kind of dust them off after the fact. The next, this is our translucent loose powder. Again, this lasts me probably 6 months, if not a little longer than that. It has this great, now I haven't used it for a while, but it has these great little, you can see there's a lot of powder in there, but it has these great little things that help you spin. This little top thing spins, so it shuts. So it's like a shaker. So it'll shut and you can travel with it without it spilling out. I love that part. That's probably one of my favorite things about Mary Kay. The next product I would suggest is either our eye primer, which I meant to bring out here and it didn't get in the pile, or a liquid eyeshadow. This liquid eyeshadow is our this one is our Pink Starlight. You can choose from 4 different colors. We have Meteor Shower, Pink Starlight, Purple Nova, I think, and I think there's an ivory one as well. I've forgotten the name of it. Sorry about that. But anyway, I'm just going to apply this Pink Starlight kind of just above and this one's almost gone, so I'm going to just add just a little more. If you have a brand new one, you will not need to apply this much because it will have plenty of product. And then I'm going to take my finger, I'm just going to pat, 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 and this actually will dry to, so this liquid dries to a powder, and it will give you shimmer and shine, and it is waterproof or water resistant. And so you can wear it to the pool and look like you have eyeshadow on all the time, even when you come out of the water, which is amazing. Love that part about it. And let me put on just a little bit. It is a buildable color, so you can add to it throughout the day if you want to go from a daytime to an evening time look. I love this product. It's just really nice and easy. And again, with your fingertips, you can easily blend it in. Okay. Now, if I decided to, I could, and then I'll show you the eye primer real quick. I thought I had it out, but I must have just brought the whole case. I've used up the ivory. It's in another bag. Sorry about that. But here's the Meteor Shower, which I really like this one as well. It's just a nice kind of gray brown color, and it just kind of gives you a little bit darker shade. And then of course here is the Purple Nova, again a great shade, and you can definitely look up different colors in the book. That ivory shade is in there. All right. So to kind of finish off my look for today, I'm gonna do just a little bit of mascara, and I'll probably come in with cheek color later. I have a brush here for my cheek color, so let me do a little cheek color real quick. So this is one of my favorite summer colors. It's called Juicy Peach, I believe, as I drop it. Yep, Juicy Peach. And it's one of my very favorites. It's a little bit bright, which I feel in the summertime you just need a little bit brighter cheek color. I tend to go with a darker or deeper tone for summer or winter time, fall and winter. Maybe a little more browns. So I really like this. Okay, so that's where I put my eyeshadow or my cheek color, and then my eyeshadow. Here's that brow brush. I'd forgotten I brought the whole thing out. Okay, there. I'm just gonna brush them up, kind of fluff them, and then I'm going to come in with another eye color real quick. Just kind of gonna go with muted tone for the crease, and so I'm gonna add that now. And I'm trying to think what I want to do real quick. I think I'm just gonna go with this Dusty Rose. The Dusty Rose is a fun color, especially if you have brown eyes. Mine tend to go brown to a little bit green, and so that's a fun thing about this Dusty Rose is if you have any like hints of green in your iris, this will pull them out. So it's kind of fun, and it makes it fun to play with different colors. And brown eyes can wear any color they want. I have always been like very conservative with my eyeshadow color, and I didn't have to be. So so if you find me out and I'm colorful, you know I was having fun with my eyeshadow that day. Let me make sure it's even. And okay, now the next thing I'm going to show you real quick is our eyeliner. Our eyeliner is also waterproof and will last a very long time. And these are made to be used at the lash line. So I'm going to show you quickly how to do that. I know we're at 20 minutes, so I'm going to hustle this through so that we can, and I like to do a little thicker on the edge, on the outside part. Not cat eye necessarily. That's a hard one for me to do, especially in my phone. But this seems a little bit easier. Again, just add a little to. There. Now, this color will last all day, and is waterproof. Oh, it looks like I need just a little more on the inner corner here. All right. And then what I usually do is I take that cute little eyeliner eyebrow brush that I just used, and the other side is like a brow or eyeliner brush, and so I will take it back over to kind of smooth things out. I don't know about you, but my skin around my eyes is a little crepey. It's better than it could. It's better than it might be. It probably could have been. So it's better than, I'm not complaining about it. Let's just put it that way, because it could have been worse. But I really like kind of smoothing out my eyeshadow a little bit, and it also kind of blends it in with the eyeliner. And it blends it in, and I can also get it a little bit closer to the lash line if I do this. Okay. All right, and we want to, the whole purpose of eyeliner is to make the lashes look longer. So now we do have waterproof mascara, but all of our mascaras are water resistant. I don't have to worry when I go to a sad movie about coming out with mascara running down my cheeks. In fact, as long as you don't rub your eyes, you're not going to have that run off. Now, that being said, if you don't use primer on your eyelids and you start sweating, and that whole area gets just a little bit greasy, you might have some slide off. Especially if your lashes touch your under eye skin. You might want to be careful with that. You might want to put a little bit of the, you could always try to put a little bit of that oil mattifier, just lightly. I would almost use a brush underneath that eye right there. And because it's when those lashes touch that skin is when you get your mascara running. Okay. And there you go. Now, ultimately, you want to put on a lipstick. Didn't bring one out with me, so I know most 90% of you have seen me in this look. Eyes, cheeks, no lips. So I will apply a lipstick later if I'm heading out. But today, since I'm still kind of hanging around the house, I will not be adding a lipstick just now. Definitely consider purchasing a lipstick or a lip gloss, or not a lip stick or lip gloss, but a lip balm that has some SPF in it. Your lips sometimes need that extra support. We have some great lip balms, but none that have the SPF in them. Now, to finish off for the day, and this is my last layer of oil proofing or melt proofing my makeup, is I'm going to hit it with a little bit of finishing spray again. That you may go through a little faster because you're spraying a couple of times a day, but still, it's a great product and very good for the, it's $20 for a bottle, and you'll just get so much out of it. So it's great for that. The last thing I'm going to say is your purse. What do you need to put in your purse for if you're in the middle of an event and you slowly start feeling like you're melting? Well, here's what you need in your purse in the summer. Beauty Blotters oil absorbing tissues. These are 75 tissues, and they are like linen tissues. I don't believe that these are linen, but I will check that and make sure. And then what you do is you pull out a tissue and you'll just apply it to your face, and it will pick up the oils that are on your face. Now, you want to do this before you powder or reapply powder, because you will be a hot mess if you apply powder over sweat. So don't do that. Just go ahead and blot. Temples. I forgot my temples. My temples always need it, but it doesn't take the makeup off your face. I've got a little brow or eyeliner there, or mascara, but other than that, I mean, it doesn't take off your foundation. You can just toss those in the trash, and they're great. And then we also have mineral pressed powders that you can put in a compact with either a powder brush or a sponge, depending on what you want to use. And so I recommend that as well for your purse. And then, of course, oil mattifier. So I would blot, maybe use a little oil mattifier, and then if you felt like you needed to powder after that, then go ahead and put on a layer of powder after that. I will have some specials down in the comments after this video. Thanks for hanging with me. It was great to visit with you. If you ever purchase any products from me that you're not completely satisfied, please let me know. They're 100% guaranteed, and I would be glad to trade them out for something you prefer. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, and have a happy 4th.